Episode 1 was more like they are giving us an introduction of what episode 2 and the subsequent episodes would be like. We saw how gradually people we thought had repented, or people we thought had changed from their bad ways because so and so were doing something bad. People we thought had repented, they exposed all of them to us that there are chances that they will be coming back. Hello everyone, my name is Lydia and I'm your host for today. Today we're talking about Abejoye season 5 episode 2. Yes, and I'll be reviewing the entire episode with you, and then when you watch my subsequent videos you see episodes 3, 4, 5 and then the subsequent videos that come out. So we know what Abejoye is about. Temptations. When you think that you have conquered everything, boom, you see a temptation from nowhere, like it just pops up from nowhere. In episode 2, Abejoye's son, Abejoye's daughter-in-law had a revelation that she came home to meet a woman in the house, another woman in her husband's house, coming from their bedroom. And to her, any dream any dreams that she has always comes to pass. So when she had this dream, I was like, okay, the first one, she saw her husband trying to stab her. They didn't really focus on it because of the way she's always traveling from this country or this state to another state. So they didn't really emphasize on what the dream was about, or they didn't really pray about the implications of the dream. And then it follows up with another dream, seeing her own friend deborn from her bedroom, and she was so arrogant, and her husband too was, you know when you see a man coming from a room with a woman and the man is sweating, obviously it's natural to have a particular assumption like something went on. So that was a dream she had. And sometimes this movie is trying to tell us that when we get what we want in life, we decide to forget some things that are equally important, some things that contribute to our success. This movie is trying to tell us when she had the job promotion, she completely forgot her family. She thought, okay, she could be able to balance the two. Sometimes when you are praying to get something in life, the delay has a reason. The delay has a very big reason that we don't understand. So this woman has gotten a job promotion and she's excited because that's what she's prayed about. But she didn't know that the job promotion could jeopardize her family, could jeopardize her marriage. And now that she has prayed for it and it has come to pass, she feels that, okay, now I wanted it. Now what is all this stress? Let's see how it goes in the subsequent episodes. Right now that she's getting revelations that her husband could be cheating on her, let's see what she does. She did a good thing by revealing it to her husband that, honey, this was the dream I had. It's a couple, and when you have such a dream or such a revelation, it is good to reveal it to your partner, because both of you are in the marriage together, so that all of you is like you all see it coming. I don't know whether you get it. The first dream she had, the pastor encouraged her to communicate it with her husband, and then she did, and then she had another dream and then she communicated that one as well. So I feel that marriage should be this communicative. So right now, if something just pops out of the blue, she knows that she communicated with the husband before anything happened. Moving further, I want to talk about King Kyung. Hey, am I pronouncing the name well? Our warrior, someone who was in the dark world, someone who was in the evil world. Now she has accepted Christ and she's making it so beautiful, and so I don't know how the way it's like her acceptance to Christianity is a bit contagious, that even when you are from afar, you want to accept Christ yourself. That is how King, I hope I'm pronouncing this name right. That's how she is doing. Sometimes she's being tempted, like in her dreams, she's having a lot of wishes, and then I'll be thinking that, oh no, don't make this lady fall, don't make this lady, like I'm just praying that she doesn't fall, because she repented. She was a town witch, like a witch that everyone was afraid of, and then she has accepted Christ, and then all her people are tempting her. That is me. In Abejoye, I don't only focus it on the Christian aspect, I also focus it on the personal aspect, on the life aspect. Example was the woman I gave, Chief Abejoye's daughter-in-law. She prayed for something, she had it, and now she couldn't combine the two, her husband and then her job. It is a normal thing that goes on in this life. When you're asking for something, you're not getting it. Maybe you're not seeing a better picture. You are viewing it from a different perception. You are viewing it from a different perspective. That makes the angle easier for you. Same as Kim. I'll call her Kim because I can't really pronounce her full name. Same as Kim as well. She accepted Christ, and then right now everyone is coming against her like whoa, where did they all come from? And this is a crucial moment for her, that if she doesn't stay firm in her faith, she's just going to backslide totally. I have a feeling that she will still play along with her people, but she's still very strong in faith. She's someone I'll presume to be a person who believes 100% in something. If she's involving herself, she does it 100%. If she's not involving herself, she makes sure she doesn't do it. That is the type of person that King is. You see, when she was in the spiritual or in the dark world, she was 100% fearful. Everyone was afraid of her. And now that she has moved to the light, she's also strong in her faith. And that is a very good character that I would really like to depict, because if I am doing this, I have to make sure I put my whole heart in it. I have to make sure I put my whole mind in it, so that I expect a very good outcome. I want to talk about Abejoye and his silence on King. I think, sometimes you need to observe certain things. You need to sit back and observe things, and that is exactly what Chief Abejoye is doing. He's observing King very closely. He knows that right now that she has accepted Christ, she's going to face a lot of temptations, but he's watching him closely. I know there's a quote that when a teacher gives you a test and he's silent, I've forgotten, but there's something like that. He's just watching King closely, to the extent that she'll be strangled and she will need help. That is when Abejoye will show up. I'm very positive about that, because I don't think, because they live in the same house and she's been having awful dark dreams, I don't think Abejoye doesn't have an idea of what's going on. He has an idea, but he just wants to let things play the way they should, so that before he intervenes or before he interferes, it will be at the point that there was no hope. That is what I am seeing now. And King is doing she's doing very well with the position with the part that she's playing. She's playing a good part. Tell me what you think about the episode 2. The episode 2, we are still seeing revelations of the bad people. If I hadn't watched episode 5 before watching episode 2, I'll be like, okay, someone has been tasked. Bra Henry has been tasked, and I'm not seeing him do any action. So what are we looking out for? That is what I would have said. But since I've already seen episode 4, did I say 5 or 4? Since I've already seen episode 4, I wouldn't want to focus on Bra Henry so much. But for now, this is what Abejoye is about. These are the main characters that I want us to focus on. Even if you can pray for them. Abejoye's son is in trouble. Like we all know, he is in trouble. He is in a deep trouble. Please, if you don't know, kindly pray for Abejoye's son. Let's move forward to your expectations as well. Okay, my expectations as well. I've already watched 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now I don't know what to expect. So let me just review it. Gradually, Abejoye is, although he's sitting in his one corner, he's gradually recruiting people into Christ. Like the guys who wanted to rebel against like the gangs, and he warned them, and then they were still proving stubborn. He was just cool. Like we know him to be someone who is very, very cool. He doesn't really waste time on certain things that he feels, you don't have to waste your energy. When he was warning them not to leave the house, now there's going to be a fight, and they didn't listen. It was just one side thinking about himself. And I think that's a good way to do things. When you know the truth, or when you know the right thing, and you are trying to tell people and they are not listening, you just surrender. You just leave it to them. After all, any consequence will be faced by themselves for not listening. I feel like Abejoye is getting interesting and interesting every day, every day. I'll be giving you updates on what I think about some of the characters in it. Like I'll take Mr. Abejoye's son for instance. I'll take his wife. I'll talk about his wife and what that position entails. I'll delve into that impact that is having on her marriage, and then we'll see what we can do. And who else will I talk about? Okay, I'll see when I watch the subsequent series episodes. I think I'll have an idea of who to talk about next. Let me know your thoughts on this once again. What do you think about Abejoye? I'll end here for today. Till next time. Bye.